Hello everybody and welcome back to the Money Man. Now I've got another video of African banknotes. I've gone a bit African banknote crazy recently, and these notes come from the Gambia. Now they do look very similar to the previous series of Gambian banknotes, but what they've actually done is depoliticize their banknotes. And what I mean by that is that they've removed a prominent political figure from the front of the banknotes and basically reissued them with updated designs, but they're very similar to the previous editions, and you'll see what I mean in a moment. But just as a side note, the person on the front of the old banknotes was a man called Yahya Abdul Aziz Jemas Junkung Jama, and he was the former military leader of the Gambia until very recently. And so because he's no longer in power, he's no longer in office, they basically removed him from the banknotes. So what I'll do is I'll show you the new series that was just very recently released, and I'll start off with the lowest denomination, which is the 5, and it's right here. Now, the portrait of Jama used to go right here, but what they've done is they've basically peeled him out and then replaced it with different types of flora and fauna of the Gambia. So they do look quite nice, and like I've said in other videos, flora and fauna is very popular at the moment, especially with African banknotes, and especially with banknotes that have become depoliticized. That means basically the removal of political figures from the front. So yeah, so the watermark actually, I believe, is another bird or something like that. It's difficult to see. If I turn it up to the light, you can't really see it very well, but the denomination is also represented in the watermark as well. We've got a thin security strip. You can see we've got the serial number, we've got the governor and the first deputy governor's signatures on the front of the banks. You can see 2019, very recent release, and we've got the sigil or coat of arms of the Gambia. And then we've also got the representation of the denomination in Arabic as well. So yeah, spin it around and look at the back, and you can see we've basically got some cattle herders on the back. So they're quite simple, these banknotes, but they are nice. They do have a nice colour scheme. I'll put them all together for you at the end so you can see how they make up the full set. Now, so we'll put the 5 there. The next one is the 10. Here it is. So this is probably one of the most commonly seen banknotes from the Gambia. So many of you may recognise the old 10 with Jama on the front. But yeah, they've removed him and put these beautiful birds in instead. And I think these banknotes are really nice. You can see the security strip just down left of centre, and the denomination of 10 is actually represented in that security strip as well. Spin it around, look at the back. You can see we've basically got just a ferry. Yeah, that's all it is basically. So again, a little bit of a nod to infrastructure in Gambia. But yeah, that's the 10. So I'll stick that there. Now, the next one is the 20. I really like this as well. Very nice. The paper quality is not too bad either as well. You can feel the embossing on the 20. The 20 is quite pronounced when you try and touch it, which I guess, yeah, it's not too bad. It's not too bad. I don't mind it. And the colour scheme is quite nice on this series of banknotes as well, particularly this one. And if you look at the security strip, you can see that we've got actually the same bird represented in the strip as well. So the sophistication is steadily increasing on the banknotes. If I turn it around and look at the back, you can see a couple of people. I think they're doing something with corn or grain or something like that. Removing the impurities from the crop, I think, but I'm not entirely sure. But I think it's a nod to agriculture. So yeah, again, please correct me if I'm wrong there. I might be completely misreading what's going on there. But yeah, there we go. I'm not a farmer, as you've probably guessed. Right, let's have a look at the next one, the 50. And here we go. So continuing the trend with very vibrant colours, but you can see the layout is essentially the same. And I really like this nice sort of like series of small images at the bottom. And again, the embossing is quite pronounced on these as well, which is nice. But yeah, spin it around, look at the back. Now this is an interesting image on the back. This is actually a stone circle, which is a a protected site. It's supposed to be quite old, over 2,000 years old, I believe, somewhere around that. And it's actually an UNESCO World Heritage Site that can be found in the Gambia. And the Gambia has many areas of these stone circles, which are old structures. So yeah, quite interesting, quite mysterious. So yeah, put the 50 down. And the last one, which is not the highest denomination, because the highest denomination has not been released yet, but this is the highest one that we have so far. This is the 100 note, and you can see that this one actually has a nice little reflective quality at the bottom left here, so that shows you that, you know, there's a further enhancement of the security features because of the higher value of this banknote. But I like the colour scheme of this as well. It's very, very nice, with the beautiful birds on the front, one just sort of standing and then one in flight, which I think is really nice. Spin it around and look at the back. You can see we've basically just got some fishermen. So yeah, there is a 200 denomination, but that has not been released yet. There was also supposed to be a 25, but that got abandoned. They just decided to stick with the 5, the 10, the 20, the 50, the 100, and the 200. So when I get hold of the 200, I'll probably revise this video and include it, but it's not out yet. But if you want to see what it looks like, you can follow the link down to my Facebook page, and I did show the preview from the Central Bank of the Gambia, and they actually showed what the note will look like, so you can have a look at it there. But this is the highest denomination we have so far. Quite nice. So yeah, it's a really, really nice set of banknotes. And if we just tilt the camera down, you can see it's quite a vibrant set, moving through all the different colours. I believe that the new denomination, actually, if I just double check for you guys, because I have it on my page, and I remember posting the image, the colour I think is going to be orange. That will be the 200. So like I said, that will come in the near future, and when it's added to the end here, I think it'll look like a pretty nice set. So yeah, tell me, what do you think about these banknotes? Do you prefer the old series with Jammer on, or do you think you know, the flora and fauna is much more preferable? Let me know in the comments section. So please like and subscribe to my channel, and I will see you guys on the next one. It's the Money Man signing out for now. Bye bye.